Crypto has crashed. More liquidations than when FTX went down. It's October 10th, all over again, and it's the end of crypto. Only joking. For the typical hodler, though, who, like me in 2025, did not have the stupid altcoin season that we thought we would have, it's a lot of red. Now, people will be asking, what are you doing? And one thing I've definitely gone in terms of mindset in 2026 is not being too bothered about prices. Now, obviously, if Bitcoin went to zero, I would. What I'm concentrating on as we go into February, and like I said, in 2026, it was having a different mindset than 2025, which was DCA into the coins, hold them, take profits when they pump. You know that back end of last year, I have been into DeFi. I've just done my DCA for the month, ready to put more into my pool on VFAT. So I'm proud to say that today's video is sponsored by Bitpanda. I know a lot of people use a number of different exchanges. I wanted to talk about the features that Bitpanda has. You know, I talk a lot about dollar cost averaging. Build a portfolio of crypto assets and indices in a simple automated way. Set and forget, which utilizes the cost average effect. So buying on a weekly, bi-weekly or monthly basis, making you less dependent on short-term price fluctuations. Of course, the cost average effect can help investors achieve a more stable average price over the long term, which is what I speak about quite a lot. And it's easy to set up. Literally, you can do it within the app. Also, Bitpanda enables you to have early access to new crypto projects. You can check out the asset descriptions and project social media channels. Subscribe to our offered coins and be the first to know when they go live so you can get in early. And you can buy, sell, and swap the newest, latest crypto projects on the Bitpanda Spotlight. You can also place limit orders, so you can invest on autopilot. If you want to buy something at a certain price, you can automate it. Another feature, you can earn extra rewards with staking. I talk a lot about DeFi, and you can use Bitpanda to stake whatever crypto you have. There's a number of them on there with 10% plus staking rewards, 5 to 10%. And if this is something that you want to do with some of your assets that you have, you can do it all within the Bitpanda app. So if you want to try it out, link in description. And again, thanks to Bitpanda for sponsoring this video. I've actually started a new pool with my Kita. Well, some of it. This is where we're at now. 3,700 deposited into this particular pool. Did this 2 hours ago. I'm on $5. Daily rewards 36, and APR is pretty high at the moment. Sitting around $1,000 monthly rewards. Nice. Range is around 64%, which is quite wide. And I'm accumulating 2 assets, Kita and Wrapped ETH. I like Ethereum. It's the number 2 in crypto by market cap. And people may say, oh, well, didn't have the bull run, blah, blah, blah. But if you look at the overall chart, it's clearly going up. And of course, 329 billion market cap. So some would argue, although anything can happen in crypto, some would argue safer than a lower coin. Now, should you copy this pool? No, because you've got a different risk appetite. You may have different coins. You may not even like Kita or ETH. But my point is, the price has gone down of both of these coins. If we look at Ethereum, 24 hours, it's down 6.5%. And if we put in Kita, guarantee it's more, it's lower down in market cap. It is down 12%. But you know what I'm doing in this time? What I would be doing previously is just holding, hodling. However, I'm pretty much doing that now, but I'm earning at the same time. So even if it's still down for a week, this is what I'm earning. And there's going to be guys in the comments, and there was one weird guy the other day saying, Yeah, but have you tried this? Your initial deposit goes down and you don't make the yield it says. Well, this is why you've got to test the pools. And like I've said before, 99% of people that enter these just enter some ridiculous pool and don't understand how they work, right? So, for example, if you're in a pool, and let's just say it was an Ethereum USD pool, and you were like, oh, my pool's gone down less than what I put in. Well, it's going to do because the price of Ethereum's gone down. But on the flip side of that, if you just held Ethereum, that's what would happen anyway. The price of your Ethereum would go down anyway, right? So, and probably it will go down less in the pool because you're splitting it with USDC. Obviously, I'm splitting mine with Keter. And this is sometimes where asset to asset differs in terms of going down. Some people in our community, and again, link in description if you want to join us. Some people in the community do BTC and ETH pools. So we know that usually BTC and ETH go up together, go down together to a certain degree. But obviously, they're in more correlation than Ethereum USDC, which obviously USDC is stable. And what I'll say is, when trying any of this, when trying to verify any claims on here, just try it. Try it with a small amount. Literally put $100 in, test it for a week, see what happens. But you need to be aware in terms of price action, understanding it. So for you to put $100, let's say you put $100 a week ago into an Ethereum USD pool. Someone who says they lost money in the pool would say, well, I'm down 6.8% for what I deposited in the pool. But in reality, you'd be down 6.8% just holding Ethereum anyway. That is always something that people never consider or think about, right? So for the next 30 days, I have, like I've just mentioned before, on Bitpanda, bought some Ethereum, sent it to my wallet, deposited some of it in here, used it with some Keter, and I'm going to monitor this pool, see how it goes over the next month, and adjust accordingly. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the price because for me personally, I'm accumulating ETH and Keter, two assets that I like. Again, you may not like them. Do not copy this is what I'm saying. You know, if you want to try this, do two assets you like. There's loads that you can find in terms of farms and pools on VFAT and Orca and Turbos and Uniswap, PancakeSwap, all these platforms, right? You just got to be sure that if you do this, you are aware of what they are doing. Okay? That's what you got to be aware of. But if you're stuck on anything, check out my free guide. If you want to book a call with the team, that's fine. If you want to drop a comment, let me know you're getting on. That's it for me today. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe. See you all very soon.